Hungary has a continental climate, with warm summers and chilly winters. But does it suit the needs of a newly expat? This video is all about pros and cons of living in Hungary. Subscribe, you don't want to miss new travel videos around the world. Hungary is a wonderful migrants' destination with a stable economy and a government intent on expansion and change. We will explore if it's possible not only to make ends meet, but to live a fruitful life when relocating or retiring in Hungary. Are you ready for an exciting journey? First and foremost, cost of living. It is true, it is low. The cost is really shockingly low, especially if you are comparing with Germany, United Kingdom, or United States. This makes this country really an appealing location to relocate. Both housing costs and food are truly affordable. What about public transportation? It is a common thing amongst countries in Europe, and Hungary is not an exception. Public transportation is excellent. It's really depending on where you would live, but there are a lot of scenarios when you might not even find it a need to own a car or even to rent a car. Hungary has a wide net of buses, trains, and trams. And if you want to drive and you really love this experience, the gasoline is also affordable. Not to mention good roads. Healthcare. What could be more important than staying healthy and working out those little things that should be fixed? Public health care is not free, but it is affordable. You might want to have a really good healthcare insurance when you are traveling or relocating to Hungary. And there are some scenarios where you can expect semi-free healthcare. This is all about close to the time for your long-term staying in Hungary or even becoming a citizen. You may expect 25 euros for a basic visit on average. And if you're looking for retirement in Hungary, they have an excellent healthcare for retirees. You just really need to choose the best healthcare security option available in the market. People. It's no news that we need people. And especially when you are going cross continents, or even if it's the bordering country, we really need people. And the community in Hungary is truly welcoming. You might feel that people are more reserved and closed off, but when you are starting talking with Hungarian people and even befriending them, you understand that those warmest and most welcoming people you've ever known. This really helps to assimilate quickly and easier and avoid this isolation feeling. And what's more important, there will be other expats. Most likely, you'll meet new friends from your own country and enjoy the new chapter of your life together. The other part of the life which is truly feels fulfilling, this is traveling. When you're living in Hungary, it's really close to other interesting countries to travel to, and it's quite cheap though. You'll have a lot of bordering countries such as Slovakia, Ukraine, Romania, Austria, Serbia, Slovenia, and Croatia. You can easily travel to those countries crossing only one border, which technically, most likely, does not exist at all. And if you want to chillax somewhere in the Mediterranean, this is close to. Luckily, 2 to 3 hours by plane, you'll be everywhere you really want to spend your vacation or just relaxation time. The other great thing about Hungary is food. Hungarian food doesn't have this reputation such as Italian cuisine or French one, but it's definitely worth your attention and it really suits for everyday life. It is hearty, it is warm, and most of the dishes you really want to taste more and more, and this is just exciting. Also, the food is really cheap, which means you can spend a great amount of your time just having those little occasions in different restaurants, cafes, or bars. What about cons? It really seems that the Hungary is the best spot to relocate, move into, or retire into. But there are some things that might be concerning. And those things are just different preferences, but you might want to think about them when thinking about relocating. First is utilities. They are quite expensive, but it's really all about which countries you are comparing to each other. Heating electricity, so it may be starting from 150 euros per month for utilities, and this could be quite expensive. The language is usually that point which is really influences the decision where to move, where to relocate, and which country to call your new home. And learning Hungarian language is quite a challenge. It's really different to English language, and it's not a Slavic language as it is at all. And by difficulties, the Hungarian language is as difficult after Chinese and Arabic for non-native speakers. And there is a little thing about English language. It's really only 20% of population which speaks English. So it's really a necessity to learn Hungarian to some point, at least to B1, if you are really wanting to live there. If you're looking for a job, you might find that salaries aren't that great at all. Of course, this depends on which profession do you have, which permits you will have when relocating to Hungary, and if you have this work permit at all. But it's literally okay to earn 1,500 euros per month per person, and it's quite low comparing to expenses. So, if you are planning to relocate, you really need to have a solid plan of the money workflow. One little thing which is really a part of English problem, this is really difficult country to find English speaking professionals. This will be an issue and you have to address it and to be ready. You can choose the strategy of using Google Translator and any other translators, you may find yourself that you want to learn some Hungarian language before relocating or moving to, or the first time you might want to have someone who will be translating some difficult vocabulary. For example, if you are going for some complex medical appointments or you want to work out your visa issues, then you might need someone professional who will be helping you with those things to fix. Overall, Hungary is a really beautiful country, and if you really decided to move in, congratulations. This is the greatest choice that you may make in your life up to this very point. Hope you'll have cherishful moments in this country and will love this country as much as I do. As of now, don't forget to subscribe and see you soon on this channel in new travels around the world. Bye.